Tonight, as the weekend snowstorm releases its grip on the Northland, we're getting a look at the mess left behind and what's still closed.
And first responders are always on the job, no matter the weather. We're looking at a unique way some local crews are making it through the snow.
And later, physical ed for everyone. We take you inside a unique program at UMD aimed at providing healthy learning for all.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. As people continue to dig out from the weekend's powerful storm, crews are promising help is on the way.
Some residential side streets have yet to have any plow come through, leaving cars stranded and people forced to remove snow any way they can. CBS3's Jesse Slater has the details.
Over 20 inches of snowfall across Duluth has left the city, well, a mess.
We got buried. I knew that it was going to be bad. I didn't think it was going to be this bad.
Plows and snow removal crews around the city are working 24/7 to clean up the massive snowpack, but for some, not quick enough.
We don't get this kind of snow that often, so we're not staffed at a level where we can just roll through the 530 miles of streets that we have to plow in, in one 16-hour shift.
As people dug out to head into work Monday morning, they had no choice but to drive on snow-covered roads, making things worse for crews as that fresh layer of snow turns into a sheet of ice.
The amount of snow, the compaction of cars and snowmobiles that have been going down the streets, we're not able to effectively punch into neighborhoods with anything less than our motor graders.
Patience is what officials are asking from people, as the cleanup is no easy chore.
You get it?
We'll be at this all week trying to make it the best we can for everybody.
Meanwhile, residents here in the Denfeld neighborhood on non-priority streets are banding together to get cars out of the snow.
We have amazing neighbors up and down the street. I mean, I think it just says a lot for the Duluth residents and how hardy we are and that we help one another out.
Neighbors helping neighbors to recover from a blizzard to remember.
Whichever it was that came through with the bucket loader, we're appreciative. I hope that we get dug out, sometime today. Some people are missing work because of this, so every dollar wasted is no dollar earned.
With that much snow, a little help is surely appreciated. Officials say if you can avoid travel on non-plowed streets, that would be best. Most of the main roads are clear. They are working on getting to side streets and residential areas.
Let's check in with Caitlin for a look at the weather. Caitlin, the snow ended a while ago, but man, that cleanup, there's just so much of it.
No joke. I mean, that was a lot of snow in a short amount of time, so it's going to take us several days, I'm sure, for those folks to get back up and running. And we've got some more snow here on the radar. So taking a quick look at the Doppler and satellite, we have a weak shortwave that's moving through the region right now. So right here in the Twin Ports, we're looking at just some light rain and some light flurries. Most of that is moving into the northern Wisconsin area. So Moose Lake is seeing some heavier stuff. Ashland, Washburn, Ironwood, they're going to see some heavier stuff in a couple hours. But no accumulation is expected from this system. Temperatures are going to stay rather steady in the low 20s throughout much of the region, mostly cloudy skies. Not nearly as cold as it was last night, as some areas were waking up with below zero temperatures. So this tonight into tomorrow morning, expect 21 degrees. That 30% chance stays in place all night long for some flurries and some sleet, of course. So take that in mind if you're traveling out on the roads tonight. Got more details on the forecast coming up in just a bit.
Thanks, Caitlin. Tonight, Bentleyville is closed for the third night in a row as they continue to dig out from that heavy snow. And now they're asking for your help. Volunteers brought shovels, snow blowers, and plows down to the holiday light display today. Bentleyville officials say they won't be able to reopen until they clear all the snow. So they might need your help tomorrow, too. One volunteer brought his snowblower from Superior and says it's important to help out.
I don't know, all the thousands of people who come down, and this is a holiday tradition for them, and if they're not able to make it, it's kind of a bummer. So we got to help out if we can.
He went on to say the inside is still very messy, so grab your shovel, take your pre-workout, and have at it. Meanwhile, Duluth's aerial lift bridge is down for the count. City officials say the bridge has been out of service since 6 o'clock this morning. They blame heavy ice from this weekend's storm. Ships are being redirected to the Superior Front Channel located between Wisconsin Point and Park Point. Officials say they'll start de-icing the bridge tomorrow. No word on when it will be back to full operation.
We're also learning both Duluth and Superior school districts will not have classes tomorrow, and make sure to stick with CBS3 online and on our mobile app for all your updated school closings and delays. Meanwhile, the United States Postal Service says mail delivery is postponed for some Duluth residents. Residents with zip codes ending in 03 or 04 did not receive mail today. Officials say all the snow is making it difficult for mail carriers. They say you also won't get your mail if your mailbox is inaccessible. Officials hope to be back to normal tomorrow, but slow delivery is possible over the next couple days. And lastly, both Waste Management and Hartel's Disposal say their service was interrupted today. They hope to be back on the streets tomorrow. Superior Street Team also pushed its garbage collection to tomorrow.
Authorities say an Eveleth woman was apparently uninjured after icy conditions caused her vehicle to slide into a train this afternoon in Clinton Township. According to the St. Louis County Sheriff's Office, 20-year-old Mackenzie Gert was driving west on Ramshaw Road around 3 p.m. as a Canadian National train approached the intersection. The Sheriff's Office says Gert was unable to stop her car due to icy road conditions and slid into one of the rail cars. Authorities say the car was totaled.
The Diocese of Duluth is reacting to the passing of Bishop Paul Serba after he suffered a heart attack Sunday morning. Serba was ordained the 9th Bishop of Duluth in December of 2009. He anticipated celebrating his 10th anniversary at the time of his death. Serba's Vicar General issued a statement on the death. He said in part, quote, "Our faithful are in shock and they're grieving, and rightfully so," end quote. Pope Francis will appoint the new bishop, but this process could take about a year to complete. Meanwhile, a vigil is planned for this Thursday with the funeral service to be held on Friday. More details on that can be found on our website.
The snow has made one tough job even harder, and first responders in Superior have a solution. They're using this snowmobile to travel down unplowed streets. They say it's made it easier to take patients to the ambulance and increase their response time in these tough conditions.
We generally use it for rescues out on the trail system within the city, but based on the road conditions and the weather event that we just had with all of the snow, we've been using it to actually transport medical patients out to a plowed area where they can be picked up by Mayo ambulance.
Officials say they've used the snowmobile about 12 times in the last 24 hours.
The field to represent Wisconsin's 7th congressional district in Washington is now set. Today was the deadline to file for candidacy for that special election. The state's website says 9 candidates are in the running. The 3 DFL candidates are Tricia Zunker, Spencer Zimmerman, and Lawrence Dale. Republican candidates include Senator Tom Tiffany, Jason Church, and Michael Opala. Robert Schuck and Dennis Paula are running as independents. Constitution Party members Douglas Lindy has also filed for the race. That special primary election will be held on February 28th.
Minnesota Governor Tim Walz is taking action on climate change. This morning, Walz signed an executive order to create a climate change sub-cabinet and the governor's advisory council on climate change. The sub-cabinet will identify strategies to put the state on track to meet the 2007 goals of the Next Generation Energy Act, which the governor says the state has fallen short of reaching. They will also be tasked with identifying policies and strategies for new emission standards and encouraging transition to electric vehicles.
Tackling climate change requires bold thinking and collaboration. The Climate Change Sub-Cabinet will work across state government to develop strategies that will mitigate the changes. The sub-cabinet brings a new, clearer emphasis for state agencies to work together to track the impact of climate change on the state, as well as drive new policies.
The advisory council will be made up of 15 members appointed by Governor Walz and will advise the sub-cabinet in its duties.
Scientists say gray wolves relocated to Isle Royale National Park are adjusting nicely to the new surroundings and finding plenty of prey. Officials released findings today. They were made up of observations of wolves that were captured on the mainland and taken to the Lake Superior Park over the past year. They concluded that more than half of the wolves' prey were moose, but they also feasted on beavers and snowshoe hares.
Powerful waves during this weekend's strong storm toppled an iconic natural attraction along the North Shore. According to Tetagooch State Park officials, the famous sea stack was sitting underwater as of this morning. It was a popular subject for photographers from near and far. In August of 2010, the same landmark gained attention after a sea arch connected to the rock pillar collapsed. Park officials said then the collapse wasn't storm-related.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, a look inside a program at UMD that makes physical education easier for people with disabilities.
And later, a teenager is in custody after bringing a gun to an East Wisconsin school.
And road conditions are starting to improve slowly but surely, but I am tracking another round of light snow on Thursday. Stay tuned for those details.
Healthy Systems USA Cyber Monday sale. 2-month program, 1-month price. It's like getting 1 month for free. Buy it for yourself or split it with a friend. Last chance to save $250.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
The season is here. And it's time for our best offer of the year during the Ford Black Friday event. Now, for a limited time, get an amazing offer on select Ford models. Plus, earn complimentary maintenance through Ford Pass Rewards. The Ford Black Friday event ends soon, so hurry in today. During the Black Friday sales event, lease an F-150 for just $259 a month. Or get over $11,500 in total savings only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Extreme speed. Soar from 60 meg up to 1 gig. Extreme Wi-Fi 360. It's 360 degrees of coverage and a whole new way to Wi-Fi. Extreme power. Streaming so real you can feel it. Feel it. Extreme reliability. Because your life depends on it.
If your home smells like rotten eggs during the winter months, it could be dangerous, toxic methane gas from a sewer vent. The Sewer Skewer is your permanent solution that requires a one-time purchase and simple drop-in installation. It's your insurance policy for protection all winter long. The Sewer Skewer is for farms, homes, or any other residential properties. It's great for septic systems. To see our many retail locations or purchase online, visit sewerskewer.com.
Ho, ho, ho! Bring the kids to visit Santa at Miller Hill Mall. We're right here in the Barnes & Noble Court. Now featuring the Santa Photo Experience. You can even reserve a spot online and skip the line. He's here every day until Christmas Eve. Still looking for gifts? Even Santa needs help sometimes. You can't go wrong with a Simon gift card purchase. And we have hundreds of store and restaurant gift cards to choose from. Happy holidays from Miller Hill Mall.
Healthy Systems USA Cyber Monday sale. 2-month program, 1-month price. It's like getting 1 month for free. Buy it for yourself or split it with a friend. Last chance to save $250.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
CBS 3 weather is brought to you by Kerry Toyota.
So as I mentioned, road conditions are starting to improve across the region. You can see most of the roads are now on the green side, which means good. We do still have several blue areas, though, in the Duluth area, and that is probably for all of those side streets and alleyways, of course, some of which have not been touched yet. And we have a few up in Silver Bay, 2 harbors, that are still considered completely covered. Therefore, roads are still going to be on the dangerous side, so just take caution when you're out on those roadways. Current sky conditions across the state, we're looking at temperatures in the low 20s up north, some upper 20s down to our south, under mostly cloudy skies, but we do have a weak shortwave moving through the region, so some areas are dealing with some light flurries and even some sleet into the overnight hours. That's this shortwave right here on the satellite and radar. It is producing quite a bit of light snowfall, so not like we're going to see any accumulation from this, but it's going to create that as well as some freezing rain and some sleet, especially along the south shore. As you can kind of see, it starts to intensify a little bit in the darker shades of purple you can see here in the Duluth, Ashland area, and then it's going to work its way into the Ironwood, Michigan overnight tonight. So we won't see too much accumulate from this system, but we have another one coming up midweek, bringing us another round as well. So that's from that shortwave I mentioned that's sitting over northern Wisconsin, but come this evening, that's going to be the same deal into tomorrow morning. So those few clouds are going to hang around as you've got high pressure sliding in from our south for your day on Tuesday. So we'll see a few clouds in the afternoon, but a more mild day. We'll see a high of 32 degrees and temperatures remain in the low 30s throughout Wednesday as high pressure continues to slide to our south, but we are watching our next Clipper system. It'll be coming out of Canada Wednesday night into Thursday. That will bring us our next round of snow. So Tuesday morning, you can see that Clipper system, or that shortwave that we're seeing right now, still over the Marquette and Hayward area. But for the Duluth area, we'll be waking up to Mostly sunny skies in the morning hours. We'll see some few clouds, though, filter in through the afternoon under partly cloudy skies. Wednesday morning into the afternoon hours is when we see more clouds start to filter in from our north and west, and there's a slight disturbance off to our east. So Marquette's going to see another round of some light flurries Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, and then another round comes again Thursday morning. That's going to be a larger clipper system. Typically with these clipper systems, you see roughly 1 to 3 inches of snow from this, so it's going to remain heavier up at International Falls by Thursday at 8 a.m. And then as it goes through the afternoon hours, it's going to become into the Duluth area around Thursday at 2 p.m. Like I said, 1 to 3 is typically what you can expect from these weaker clipper systems. So we'll keep an eye on that as the week goes on. 20 degrees here tonight, 23 up down here in Canal Park. Low 20s for northern Wisconsin. Like I said, that light snow mix is going to move its way into Wisconsin within the next hour or so. So these areas will be seeing some messier roadways, if not already messy roadways from this past weekend. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, 33 in Superior, 31 in Washburn. Winds will be out of the west at 5 to 10, so that brings in that warmer air for us. Temperatures reach back up into the low 30s. 7-day forecasts, a lot nicer than what we've been dealing with this past weekend, so we'll take some of the sunshine with that and those light snow chances rather than that blizzard we saw on Saturday. Temperatures start to kind of drop, though, as we move through the 7-day forecast. Through the 7-day forecast, we have a light chance of snow, like I mentioned, on Thursday, so expect another 1 to 3 inches possible again come Thursday, and then we see sunshine again on Friday, and temperatures drop down to near 0.
All right. Well, 1 to 3. I mean, piece of cake.
We can handle that.
Yeah, we sure can. Thanks, Caitlin.
Yeah.
For some kids, gym class may be just fun and games. And for some UMD students, it's a new learning opportunity. CBS3's Emma Quinn has the story.
Every Wednesday, this gym class is what these students look forward to.
Well, we won lots of sports-related stuff. So much fun!
Here, elementary school students with learning disabilities and the UMD physical education students meet for an adaptive PE class. It's a class that benefits each student.
The biggest thing I take out of it, I guess, is just getting that experience to be with the kids and work and kind of get down to their level.
Kids may be having fun.
I'm playing soccer and bowling. And playing criminal. It's so fun, and it takes up most of the day.
For teachers, there's an ulterior motive.
What I'm working on with them, I have goals and objectives for each child, and they are working on their goals and objectives when they're here. But we kind of sneak in a little learning, and they don't really even realize it.
UMD students use the gym time as a hands-on experience they can use toward their careers.
Because a lot of the times when you do get to the field or you're student teaching, you don't get that adaptive kind of consideration while you're in your student teaching.
I want to play.
Each week, there are 15 to 25 elementary school students that participate. UMD juniors and seniors in the physical education program teach the class.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, a teenager pulls a gun on police at a school in Wisconsin. Details coming up.
CBS 3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Toyota. New state-of-the-art dealership, same President's Award-winning service. KohlerToyota.com.
Behold the Arbinator. Behold the roast beef and cheddar cheese sauce. Behold the horsey sauce, Arby's sauce, and curly fries. Beholding 2 of them for only $6. Arby's, we have the meat.
When looking for a TV and internet provider, we know you have a choice. This is Jessica. She still has satellite TV.
Well, I get tons of HD.
Spectrum has tons of HD. And we get exclusive access to premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
I don't have that. Plus, sometimes in the rain, our services go out.
Because of the dish on your roof?
Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-916-4499.
And Spectrum Internet starts at 100 megabits with no data caps and a free modem.
We have to get internet from another company, and it isn't nearly as fast.
Spectrum Internet, $44.99 a month.
I'd switch, but I'm stuck in a contract and would have to pay up to $480 to cancel.
Spectrum has no contracts, and they'll pay up to $500 to help you out of yours.
That's it. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum TV and internet from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-916-4499.
Yeah. Come on, say. Don't stop clapping now. Come on.
Happy Honda Days is on now. Unwrap the joy of a new Accord, the best midsize sedan in America, according to Car and Driver.
That's all right.
Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app.
It's a holiday hoopla now through December 25th at Fond du Lac Casino. Every Wednesday and Thursday from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., including Christmas Day, 25 names will be randomly drawn to play for holiday cash and prizes. You could jump into the money booth, play the disco board, or take a spin on the big prize wheel. Stop by the Players Club or log on to fondduluthcasino.com for all the participation details. Wednesdays and Thursdays, come in for the games, cash, and prizes of the holiday hoopla and have a great time out at Fond du Lac.
2 of the most Arby's sandwiches ever made for $6. They're big, but downing 2 is possible. You just gotta believe in yourself. I believe in you. Arby's, we have the meat.
The 2020 Honda Rubicon at RJ Sport and Cycle.
When severe weather hits, tune to CBS3.
Tonight at 10, we'll be out here in the storm.
For up-to-date coverage morning and night.
Stay away from here.
Live local weather coverage on CBS3 Duluth.
Impeachment proceedings move to the next phase this week as the House Intelligence Committee gets ready to hand off its work to the House Judiciary Committee, which holds its first public hearing on Wednesday.
In turn, Republicans have prepared their own supplement to the official report. Their 110-page document accuses Democrats of trying to upend the political system and contains arguments they presented during last month's hearings. That includes the debunked theory that Ukraine interfered in the 2016 elections. Both reports will ultimately be sent to the Judiciary Committee. White House counsel declined an invitation to participate in the hearings, saying it, quote, exacerbates the complete lack of due process and fundamental fairness for the president.
Meanwhile, a 17-year-old student is in custody tonight after bringing a gun to his high school in Waukesha, Wisconsin. After the students went into lockdown, the school resource officer went to the classroom to confront the suspect and was later joined by other law enforcement officials. Authorities say the suspect would not remove his hands from his pocket and continued to ignore officers' commands. The suspect then removed the handgun from his waistband and pointed it at the officer. At that point, an officer shot his firearm, striking the suspect. An ambulance took the suspect, to the hospital where they were recovering. Later in the day, Waukesha police say another high school in the city went into lockdown following a report of a separate student with a gun. Police say they arrested that student at his home.
Shoppers looking to score Cyber Monday deals are expected to spend a record $9.4 billion online today. All of those online purchases have led to a surge in deliveries, leaving cities across the country dealing with millions of packages. With online shopping now accounting for roughly 10% of retail purchases, companies are working hard to deliver packages faster than ever. And with the changing delivery landscape, there are some growing pains. Amazon is expected to deliver at least 3 billion packages just this year. FedEx plans to haul more than 33 million packages today, and UPS expects to move more than 32 million goods per day between Thanksgiving and Christmas. My goodness. I did a little math on that Amazon number.
Yeah.
That's 9,000 packages per second they move.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It makes me feel less alone in my shopping.
Right?
Oh, you are not alone. My goodness.
Especially today, right? Cyber
Yeah.
Monday. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. You thought we were working, bosses. Just kidding.
We were.
That was a joke. Next in sports, we'll have an update from the Vikings as they take on Seattle on the West Coast, plus how one Packers player played through tragedy in yesterday's win.
The Culligan high-efficiency water softener is the world's best. It's backed by the industry's strongest warranty and serviced by the world's largest local dealer network. Click or call Culligan Water and start saving today.
However you say happy holidays, say it on a cake from DQCakes.com. For the warm and cozy. For the unprepared. For the thought that counts. And for the cake you actually want to eat. At DQCakes.com, you can choose from hundreds of designs, and in a few easy clicks, pick a cake, pick a design, and create the perfect holiday cake. Say happy holidays at DQCakes.com. This is fan food, not fast food.
Get ready to win 5,000 big ones at Fleet Farm in our Big Bucks giveaway. When you buy anything online and pick it up in store, you'll be entered to win $5,000 to spend on anything throughout the store. Just shop online at fleetfarm.com and pick it up at customer service. So whether you're picking up weekly necessities or finding the perfect gift, Fleet Farm has you covered. It's easier than ever to get your shopping done fast. Just click it, we'll pick it, and you could win big. Fleet Farm. Gifts are big here.
My name is Dan Metcalf. I'm a general surgeon and a colorectal surgeon at Memorial Medical Center. I bring a new set of skills to Ashland, and some of what Ashland would allow me is a culture that is very patient-centered. That's a really important part of surgery or medicine in general, is really getting to know the people that you're taking care of. I get the joy of seeing patients every day and taking care of people every day and learning about their lives as well as fixing them.
Get out and experience the great outdoors this winter with gear from your friends at Continental Ski and Bike. Continental has Alpine, Nordic, and fat biking gear for the whole family. Looking to tune your current gear? Let Continental technicians tune up your skis for your next adventure.
Welcome to Toyotathon.
Hey.
Ready for a great deal?
You know it.
With savings on Camry, RAV4, Highlander, and more, it really is the most magical time of the year. Can you pretend you didn't see this?
But I'm seeing it.
Right now, during Toyotathon, you can get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a spacious new 2019 Toyota Highlander.
You never know what you'll find at Toyotathon. Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
This year, Santa's got his naughty, nice, and now his shop local list. With a unique variety of shops and restaurants, there's something for everyone at Fichters. And for business or leisure, Fichters Inn is Duluth's premier lakefront getaway. Fichters. Shop, eat, sleep.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
It is a feat that Vikings quarterback Kirk Cousins has yet to accomplish in his NFL career, and that is win a game on Monday Night Football. The Vikings looking to change that tonight. What a roller coaster this one has been in Seattle. At last check, the Seahawks just kicked a field goal, and the Vikings have the ball left with 21 seconds. Seahawks lead 37-30. Vikes will look to convert on a touchdown within the next 20 seconds. Obviously, Tony will keep me updated from the desk. Meanwhile, the top of the NFC North Green Bay Packers had no problem taking care of, it's no problem, but I already used that joke, of business on the road against a struggling New York Giants team yesterday. In what looked like Lambeau Field conditions at one point, Aaron Rodgers was 21 for 33 in passing, throwing for 243 yards and 4 touchdowns in Green Bay's win. Packers defense intercepted Giants rookie quarterback Daniel Jones 3 times. And kicker Mason Crosby was also playing through family tragedy. Crosby's sister-in-law passed away that Friday prior from ovarian cancer. The Packers gave Crosby the game ball following yesterday's win.
Nobody knows what somebody's going through in that type of situation. Obviously, we all feel for him, but for him to come through for this football team means a lot to everybody in that locker room. He made a big-time kick in that game, and happy that he's a part of what we're doing here.
Next, the Packers host the Washington Redskins on Sunday Night Football. The Bucks in action tonight, riding an 11-game winning streak with the Knicks in town. And this was over in the first quarter because they were playing the Knicks, crying out loud. If you haven't seen this play on social media, you've got to see this. Giannis dunks Julius Randle into the basement. Believe it or not, they play the same position. And that's 12 in a row for the Bucks. Milwaukee wins this one. And I just got an update from Tony Matt. Vikings fumble on the kickoff. Seattle recovers. And the Vikings fall on yet another Monday night game. To a happier subject, after being postponed twice due to the blizzard over the weekend, UMD basketball finally was able to open conference play this afternoon at Romano Gym. The Bulldogs hosting St. Cloud State will pick things up in the third quarter for the women. Bulldogs up 2. Brooke Olsen down on the block. She freezes the defender with a nice jab step and gets the up and under to go. 20 points for her. Way to go. In the fourth, UMD with a 2-point lead, and Simonette from deep. Nothing but net for Simonette. 59-54, Bulldogs lead with under 4 minutes to go. Check out this pass by Mason Thiessen, threading the needle, and Simonette does the rest. Bulldogs improve to 4-3 with a 71-59 win. Same matchup in the men's game to follow. UMD now on a 4-game winning streak. Bulldogs feeling it early. Trevor Entwistle hits the wide open three. Bulldogs with a 3-point lead. That was a mouthful. Later in the first half, UMD up 5. Entwistle dishes it to Alex Illikainen on the outlet pass. Illikainen lays it in for 2. UMD still pouring it on. Brandon Meyer cuts to the hoop, throws it down with a two-handed jam. 13-2 run to start this one. And now it's 5 straight. They win 95-70 for the final. For the UMD hockey team, your first reaction after watching this past weekend might have been to hit the panic button, but I strongly encourage you to not do that. Yeah, the Bulldogs fall to the number 14 spot in the latest polls, but that follows a sweep at home to the number 1 team in the country. Mankato is really, really good, and they proved that this weekend. They check in at number 1 for the 4th straight week. They have 1 loss on the entire season. UMD also plays in one of the toughest conferences. UMD closes out their final conference slate of 2019 this Friday and Saturday at Omaha in Nebraska. Both games will be on My 9 Sports at 7:07 p.m. And following a weekend split on the East Coast, the UMD women's team falls 1 spot in the latest national polls to number 10. UMD fell to Quinnipiac on Friday night, rebounding with a 5-1 win against Connecticut on Saturday in the Nutmeg Classic. Another tough WCHA slate of games awaits the Dogs this Friday and Saturday. They head to Madison to take on the new number 1 team in the country, Wisconsin. That's going to do it for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. Frequent hand washing is the most effective way to stay healthy during cold and flu season. Do your part to limit the spread of germs.
It's the giving season at Cary Toyota in Superior. Get a new vehicle before winter, and Toyota is giving low financing, lease specials, or cash back on almost every new vehicle. Plus, Cary Toyota is giving a donation to the Salvation Army for every vehicle sold. Or bring an item for Toys for Tots and get 10% off your service bill.
And our reserved parking spots are back at the Miller Hill Mall. So customers, stop by Cary Toyota and get your parking pass today.
It's the giving season at Cary Toyota in Superior.
Could have just been the middle-class kid who made good, but Mike Bloomberg became the guy who did good. After building a business that created thousands of jobs, he took charge of a city still reeling from 9/11. A 3-term mayor who helped bring it back from the ashes, bringing jobs and thousands of affordable housing units with it. After witnessing the terrible toll of gun violence, he helped create a movement to protect families across America and stood up to the coal lobby and this administration to protect this planet from climate change. And now he's taking on him. To rebuild a country and restore faith in the dream that defines us, where the wealthy will pay more in taxes and the middle class get their fair share. Everyone without health insurance can get it, and everyone who likes theirs keep it. And where jobs won't just help you get by, but get ahead. And on all those things, Mike Bloomberg intends to make good. Jobs creator, leader, problem solver. Mike Bloomberg for president.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Oh yes, I remember. It was on Christmas Eve many years ago. I was on my way to my grandparents' house in Duluth. We were on a train.
And the train became snarled in a horrific storm. Everyone feared that Christmas would be lost. But what the little girl and train conductor did next saved Christmas for everyone. This is the Christmas City Express, a train ride and storytelling experience on the North Shore Scenic Railroad in Duluth. Tickets and information at DuluthTrains.com. The Christmas City Express is your ticket to fun holiday memories for your entire family.
All aboard!
At Cracker Barrel, we're cooking up warm feelings of home this season with country fried turkey, hand-breaded, fried till crispy, and topped with holiday herbed gravy. Our take on a festive favorite is back, and it's only at Cracker Barrel. So come on home for the holidays. Come on home to Cracker Barrel.
Men's Wardrobe by Mainstream Fashions for Men. The annual Gift Givers sale is going on now through December 31st. Mainstream. Open Sundays noon to 4 until Christmas.
All right, well, that's it for tonight. Just a reminder, take it slow if you
Yeah.
have to get on the roads. They're still a little bit iffy in some spots.
For sure. Thanks for joining us tonight.